If you haven't seen my video talk about if they added Chucky into Dead by Daylight, the link will be down in the description below. It's a pretty interesting video. I have something very similar to that to talk about today. Now, after making and uploading that video, I got quite a bit of comments of people saying the characters that they would like to see in Dead by Daylight, and one of those characters is Ghostface from Scream. And now, when thinking of this character, I have a few creative ideas in mind when using the character in a game like Dead by Daylight. Hello, welcome slashers, I'm Crypt here, and welcome back to my channel. Now for today's video, I want to do another Dead by Daylight video because the Chucky one did pretty well. Some people really digged it. You know, people are pretty much telling me what kind of characters they would like in the game, and Ghostface is one of the characters that a lot of people are talking quite a bit about who they want in the game. And there's one other notable character that I want to do a video about as well. I'm not going to say who. So without further ado, now I have a few creative ideas on how they could use Ghostface in Dead by Daylight. So with that said, let's get into it. Now, one of the main reasons I want to make this video is because of this cool idea I had for the way this character could work. So listen up, this could be a crazy one. So let's say there's an altercation. Now this idea can happen in many different ways, but this is one of them. Let's say there's an altercation between the victim and the killer. And so when, you know, the victim wiggles their way off of the killer, somehow they take the mask with them, and under that mask is one of the survivors. That's right, one of the survivors that you could choose to play as. And it could either be, you know, the survivor that they have selected, you know, the one that they played as, or the one that they last played as. Because I think there's like when you select the survivors, I think you toggle the survivor that you want to play as, and that's just a survivor that you just play as for like every game until you change it. But it could either be that, or it could be the last survivor they played as, and pretty much, yeah, under the mask would be that particular survivor. And I think that'd be so cool if they implemented that in. Like I said, you know, they could do it one of many ways, but that's just one creative way they could do it. In terms of the weapon, the killer could always use that, like, is it a Bowie knife that the killer uses in all the films? It's like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a 4-inch blade with like a black handle on it. I'm not even sure if it might be 5 inches. I'm not sure how big the blade is, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure it appears in every Scream movie. And here's a thought. What if an unlockable costume for Ghostface is actually the Brandon James mask from the MTV Scream show? Now, I think that'd be pretty awesome. As for the powers, maybe the killer could, like, you know, has like a move where he could like run really fast, or like teleport. Like, maybe he can even disappear. Probably teleport, because you know Ghostface is. He's always getting around, you know. Or maybe there could be like an illusion where there's actually two Ghostface, and the survivor doesn't know which one is real, because, you know, the thing where sometimes there's more than one killer. This is a cool little thought. Another cool idea could be is like the killer can actually call the survivors, and maybe he could like figure out where like they're at by calling them, or he could like taunt them by calling them and like saying like very like gruesome stuff into the phone. I don't know, like that actually kind of would that be making him like a little OP, like a little too, because you know that might just be making him a little too OP where he can actually track down the people. But here's the thing, when calling, what the survivor can do is quickly just hang up the phone, and then like the killer doesn't know where they're at anymore, like, because it'll pop up on the screen where they're at, and then the survivor can quickly like hang up the phone and go to a different area. And maybe it could be like a thing where he randomly calls people, and I think that'd be pretty cool if they implemented something like that in. Like I said, it might be making him a little too OP, but you know, it could always depend on how fast the survivor hangs up the phone. Because, you know, I think that'd be a really cool idea. And, you know, there could be a thing where, you know, either, you know, the survivor can hang it up or answer it and hear whatever the killer has to say. What do you guys think of my ideas, and would you like to see Ghostface in Dead by Daylight? And what characters would you like to see in Dead by Daylight? I know they're adding a bunch of different characters into this game. They just recently added, you know, Jigsaw, or the pig from Saw, like the what's her name? I can't think of her name. Her name, is it like Rachel or oh man, I can't think of the woman's name who wears the pig costume. But you guys get it. You know who it is if you watch the Saw movies. I can't think of her name right now. Maybe I'll put it in later. But yeah, they added that yeah, the pig and from Saw into the game. And so now I'm kind of wondering who they're going to add in next. I thought that was a very interesting move, and they gave her like some blade like from Assassin's Creed as a weapon to get the survivors down with, which is pretty interesting. But if you guys enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, join Sins Plus family, and become a slasher, and share. As sharing really helps my channel, especially this video. I really appreciate all the support, and let me know what characters you guys want me to talk about next, because, you know, I want to do more of these Dead by Daylight videos talking about, you know, what they added this character in or this character. I want to do more of those because the Chucky one did really well, and I mean, I don't know if this video is going to do as well because, you know, I'm not talking about Chucky in this one, but instead Ghostface, which I think would be pretty cool. A pretty cool little idea if they added Ghostface into the game. But I don't know. I'm out here, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.